Hello, my pretties, and welcome back to another episode of Got Dragged, but Still Standing. I'm your host, Stelia Man. With us today, we have the head witch in charge herself, Elvirus. Hey, Ghoulie.
Hi, Stelia Man, or as I like to call you, Stelia Manslaughter.
How are you doing?
I'm, awful. This is horrible. This is the worst experience. Just kidding. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I wouldn't dare leave you out. Trust me, I tried. But I figured if I was going to interview the other girls, I might as well interview you two.
Let me tell you, it's very weird not having control of the whole situation. Now I know how you all felt filming Get Dragged. You better make me look good, girl. That's all I care about.
You want me to make you look good? Girl, I can't do miracles. Let's start the interview with an easy question. Who inspires your drag?
Who inspires my drag? Well, only the most famous drag queen in the world. She's the most beautiful, most talented Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
How would you describe your drag persona?
Well, if Stephen King and Pee Wee Herman had a butt baby, you know, because they're both guys, and the Addams Family adopted it, and then got sick of it and gave it to the circus, that would be my drag.
So for your drag looks, are you more of a DIY or buy kind of queen?
I buy pieces, I do kind of make things, let's just go with, kind of? No? Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so let's jump into the good Get Dragged tea. What made you want to host an online drag show in the first place?
What made me want to host a drag show? I'm crazy. What really made me do Get Dragged was Miss Rona and boredom, and I couldn't work alone anymore. I was just driving myself crazy.
You probably went from driving yourself crazy to having the 8 of us drive you crazy. I mean, how was it trying to put up with 8 very different queens from all over the globe at the exact same time?
Crazy! They didn't listen! Bitches be crazy! Whew. Thank God I loved them. Thank Godzilla.
I can't imagine. Filming this show has been hard enough, and I've only had to deal with the girls one at a time, so I can't imagine having all of them send me like an hour of footage to look through. No wonder you went insane.
It was great, to be honest. As I've said, I love all 8 queens of Get Dragged. They were all so fun to get to know and drove me crazy constantly, asking questions I already sent them the answers to. They just didn't want to read instructions. But it was fun, we got to know each other, and we had a lot of fun doing it, I hope. You better say yes. And yeah, it was great.
Editing is a bitch, but getting to watch the final outcome and share it with the world always makes it so worth it. Speaking of, when you were watching Get Dragged with the rest of us, were there any moments that stood out to you as favorites?
My favorite moment of Get Dragged would have to be the roasting. I loved all the roasting, all the jokes, all the reads, all the bitchy cattiness. Really got me through editing. Editing. How do you say that word? Editing. Really got me through it. Because otherwise I would have been really bored. And the good thing is we were all in on the joke. I wrote everybody and said, be bitchy, be funny, cut each other up, read each other, roast each other, and everyone agreed, everyone was in on it, and that's what made Get Dragged what it is. We had to drag a bitch. It's called Get Dragged. We needed to be dragged.
I'll have to agree with you on that one. Hearing all the reads in the confessionals every Sunday was probably my favorite part about watching the new episodes. And it was so much fun to hear these girls tear each other apart. In fact, my aunt, she wanted to watch Get Dragged, didn't make it past the first episode because she thought that I was gonna get my ass beat for being such a bitch.
And I wasn't excluded from that. I told everybody, feel free to read me to filth, Actually, you can be worse to me because I'm not even voting your ass off. I mean, I was in charge of the show, so I could have kicked you off, but I have a good sense of humor.
I'll be honest with you, being a contestant on Get Dragged was literally the best time. It was stressful, but I loved every second of it. But what I want to know is, how would you, as the creator, editor, and host of the show, describe your experience working on it?
Obviously it was really good. I got to meet 8 fabulous queens, and we become like a family. We reach out every day, and we check on each other, we support each other. It's just an amazing group of queens we got going. Hilarious queens. If you haven't seen Get Dragged, like, come on, what are you waiting for? But it was really fun. It was really rewarding. It was great meeting the 8 queens. I'm gonna say that a million times. And it was just a lot of work. It was a big challenge. Huge challenge. Huge. Like, you know what I mean.
What do you hope that the viewers of Get Dragged took away with them after they watched it?
Oh, I really hope people walk away with a good laugh, first of all, because Get Dragged is hilarious. It is so funny. We got a lot of bitchy cattiness going on, and I love it. I live for it. A lot of good jokes in Get Dragged. And second of all, I really hope they fall in love with the 8 queens. 9, counting myself. Well, everyone's obviously gonna fall in love with me, but I really hope they fall in love with the 8 of you, because I love the 8 queens of Get Dragged. I can't say that enough. I know I'm repeating myself. I love you all.
This is a question that a lot of people are probably wondering. What is the future of Get Dragged? Is there a season 2 in the works, perhaps?
Obviously, Netflix is going to discover the show, and we're all going to become super famous, and have to travel the world in a bus, you know, and listen to Betty White Castle snore, and watch Phantasma shoot cats out the bus window. Yeah, so it's going to be exciting. Call us Netflix.
That would literally be the best of times, but until then, these online messages and video chat interviews will just have to do. Thank you so much for agreeing to talk to me, girl.
Stelia, thank you for having me. This has been fantastic. By the way, love the name Got Dragged. However did you come up with that? I'm gonna sue you, bitch. If this thing explodes, I am gonna sue your ass. Or at least share the money. Thank you for having me. Love you.
Wow. And with that, this is the end of Get Dragged and Got Dragged. Or is it?